Okay, tonight's watch list. This is Sunday, the 31st, 1 day, 30 days in September, I believe. Tomorrow's the 1st of October, and it should be an interesting day. Futures are up tonight, about 6-7 points. Dow futures, S&P up almost 2 points. First thing I want to discuss with you is this first stock I have up here, NNRI. NN, Nancy, Robert, Ida. All right, this is probably one of the cheapest stocks you'll ever see me talk about, and I've been trading it. I've just been trading it a lot because there's a couple good sites that you need to know out there. When you day trade, you can't go by your. It's like you need all the tools you can get. So I tune into everything. I try to tune into everything. One of the sites I tune into is called icecoldstocks.com. It's just like you spell it just like it says, icecoldstocks.com, and they have a good roundup of the night before of action, the news in the morning. It's really good. The Iceman runs it. He has a lot of picks and stuff. I hope everyone, it's just a little plug for him. I have no idea. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. But I use this site a lot, and I find it very helpful to give me an upper edge on the thing. So I usually get, this is one of the stocks I've gotten from him. And he's been pushing it since it's been $6, and I hate to say it's like $2.31 now. I haven't been traded. I've actually got a hold of it when it was down low. I actually did catch a bounce from like $2 up to $3 on it. And now it's back down to $2.31. So I decided to get back in it again because it's coming close to a double bottom here, and the statistics are low. And this guy's pushing it again, saying there's news on it. Apparently, he had to disclose that he got 1 million shares for talking. He has 1 million shares in it for promoting it and stuff. So I'm sure that he has his alternative motives and stuff for pushing the stock up. But whatever. Well, we'll see what happens. But I just want to let you know, I'm in very small, 500 shares on the stock. Actually probably a little bit higher than this, about 235 a share, 500 shares. But I just wanted to let you know my positions and stuff, and of this good site, icecoldstocks.com. All right. This next stock, PFE, Pfizer, of course, I am in on that one a couple days ago, maybe Thursday I got in on it. Had a nice run. I think I got in it right before it had the nice run. The 27th had a run Thursday. And then on Friday, it pulled back hard, and then it started rebounding. But now I made a 60-minute chart. You see this little triangle it's in. And I still like it. I actually like this one. I'm not worried about it. I think I have 400 shares. Let's take a look at a daily chart of it. Again, it's in a nice triangle. It deserves the pullback. It was up against resistance. It's going to play games for a while until it breaks this lower trend line. Then I'll maybe take concern in it. But still, I still think this one's one for the long term. I think eventually it's going to break above 25, and once it goes above 25, it's going to, it's going to 26. That's another funny thing. People are like, well, once it gets past 25, it's going to 26. Well, duh, I mean, it could go to 25.50 and pull back, but logically, but I'm not going to say it's going to go to 25, it's going to go to 26. But that's the next point right here of resistance, pretty much, up by the 26 area. But I like it here at 24, anywhere in this area. I like it a lot. And Pfizer's a good name, so let's move on. AKAM, I got in on this one on Friday on a little bounce, and it broke through, so I decided to get on it, and it broke through the 52-week low and stuff. And I love this gap up here. Alchemy, I love it because the funds used to buy this up. They used to be pushing this stock, and then they came out with some bad news, and they were saying they were spending money on they're spending money on something, and they were going to continue spending money, and they were going to continue to take a loss. Well, you know what? For some reason, the stock, if you go back in history, the stock was up high, and there was a good reason for it. And I don't know what the exact reason was, but it was there. It was up to $54. It was probably up even higher. It's down to $28. I think we've seen bottom here. We have some volume coming in on this reversal, this doji here. We have some volume coming in. So I think this is a mark in the sand. If we go lower than this, I'm out. I don't think we're going lower than this, though. All right, I honestly think we're going back and we're going to fill this gap eventually. So from $28 to almost $48, $45, you know, we have a decent 10 points in this stock. We have a decent 10 points in this stock. I mean, I don't care what you say. I don't care what I say, you know, but I think we have a decent 10 points in this stock. And then we might have another 10 points in it. So this might be one of my better picks overall. You know, if you want to make some money, you start, you know, when you start seeing this thing going up and momentum starts getting into this one, when we were talking about momentum in the earlier videos, this is a momentum play. Once the funds see this one start going up again, they're all going to jump in and they're going to push this one. They're going to push it like a pimp pushes a hooker on 42nd Street. You know, they're going to push this one right up. Starbucks. I was holding Starbucks a couple weeks ago. I got rid of it. I don't know if I wasn't talking about it much because I got rid of it. And but I still like it. You know, I'm just watching this one now. Starbucks, another great name. You know, I don't know how far this one's going down. I don't think it's going down below 25. So I don't want to put this one on my watch list. I want to see if it shows any kind of strength, and I hope you guys do the same. Surf. I called this one the other day. I also told you I was getting out on this pop-up. I probably nailed it really good, saying that this was a beautiful point of to get in on. This nice cup and the handle, nice reverse head and shoulders here. Anything you want to call it, you can call it whatever you want. You know, I don't know what you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. But anyway, it went up and made me a lot of money. I'm out of it now, but I still consider it a hold, you know, because that's what you have to do. To make money and to spend money, you got to take money, you know, and they give you money, you're going to take it. It's like, are you going to pass up a $10 bill on the street looking for a $20 bill? No, you're going to pick up that $10 bill. I picked up the $10 bill here. I moved on, you know, sometimes I do. I still like it, though. I still like it. BMY, a new one on the watch list. I don't own any. I like the chart, though. You know, another biomed. Very good stock. Look at nice formation here, nice consolidation. That's what you got to look for. Stocks that are consolidating, stocks that have a good name behind them, stocks that are not going to get crushed overnight, you know. We got a nice little trend line here. But this is on the daily chart, all right? This is on the daily chart. And I like the daily chart because the more you're going to get, the farther you moved out, the more momentum you have when you break out. But now look at sorry about that. Now let's look at the